In this video then, we're going to take a look at exactly what air mode is, what air mode does, when you should have air mode on, when you shouldn't have air mode on, and of course the question is it better to have it on a switch, or is it better to have air mode permanently enabled? Join me as I take the Seeker 3 up for a flight. Let's freaking go. So we'll demonstrate air mode on a switch, and we'll demonstrate the difference in what air mode is when it's on. Storage error. It says we'll stop, but it seems to be writing. Okay. So, to be fair, the Goggles view is probably going to be better. Now, we're in acro mode now, and let me show you what happens when you go to zero throttle. So you might do a trick, and you're going to go to zero throttle, and if you look, we're just falling. And we've got no authority in the air whatsoever. Let me show you when we do a power loop. So we're just literally falling out of the air because we don't have air mode on. Basically, the long and short of it is what air mode does is it keeps your props spinning when you go to zero throttle. But when I go to zero throttle now, I'm at zero throttle. So I've got no authority in the air. I'm just falling in any way that the quad wants to fall. And this is the difference. If we then switch air mode on, and now I let go of the throttle, we've got authority in the air. And I'll show you what happens when we do a power loop. So instead of falling at whatever weight the quad is, we do a perfect loop. And then we can do whatever we want in the air. Now you can still control it in the air with air mode off in acro mode, but you just have much less authority and it's much safer. But there are pilots that don't have permanent air mode enabled. Why is that? Well, the landing phase. Let me demonstrate. And you can then start bouncing all around like this. You're bouncing up and down. And it's difficult to do the sort of perching stuff with air mode on. If we then switch to air mode off, so you have to be aware, obviously, when you drop to zero throttle, you have zero throttle, the props will stop spinning, but it's so much easier to land. I don't want to stay there for very long because it's quite moist. So there is a train of thought for pilots to say, well, should I have permanent air mode enabled or should I not? Ultimately, I'm now flying without permanent air mode enabled, and you can fly around it by just leaving a little bit of throttle on the stick. Now, another thing I'll show you very quickly is we go to zero and we have zero authority, but if we go a little bit higher, we've got zero authority, but you can still, but look, you're just completely out of control. So you still have that little bit of authority when you're on zero throttle. Ultimately, if you keep a few percentage on the stick, on a roll like that, it doesn't matter. But when you try and do something like this, you just, eventually gravity and the weight of the quad will pull in a certain way and it will be over. Put it back in air mode, in acro, try again, put it back in air mode and it doesn't matter if you're at zero throttle. A good example of this will be the inverted yaw spin. Now, let's do the inverted yaw spin without that. And you can see we are just out of control. So there is a thought process, and it depends what type of pilot you are. I generally leave permanent air mode enabled, although the more perching stuff and the more sort of crazy stuff I'm doing recently, the more I'm actually thinking of putting it back onto a switch. Us OG guys from the early days, this is how we used to fly, by the way. We used to have idle up on a switch, it was called. And it's basically air mode. Idle up was to just increase your idle slightly when you go to zero throttle, so you don't dive to the floor like that. And hopefully that helps and answers all your questions. But as always, if you've got any more, please do ask away. And I'll see you in the outro. That was an overview and a look at air mode. I think for the majority of my flights, I'm still going to fly with air mode permanently enabled. However, it does become incredibly useful when you want to perch on things and you can just knock air mode off and land so much more smoothly. There are improvements in Betaflight 4.6 that help that as well, but I think overall, having it on a switch is still invaluable to a lot of pilots. Will you be using it on a switch, or will you be keeping air mode permanently enabled? If you've got any more questions like this, that you don't quite understand what this does or what that does, drop them in the comments down below and I'll make another video and help you out. Until then though, you've all been amazing. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. YouTube and I have had a chat and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most. So watch it and let me know if they're right.